This is a devastating day for the future of Formula One. A bombshell report has just confirmed the loss of one of the most crucial figures in junior motorsport development, a man whose quiet influence guided multiple world champions and shaped the trajectory of the sport's most powerful teams. We're not talking about a team principal or a top engineer. We're talking about the silent architect of F1 success, and his abrupt passing has created a void in the junior ranks that might be impossible to fill. The individual in question was, until very recently, a core component of the Mercedes-AMG F1 junior team structure. Their role: scouting the next generation, specifically focusing on karting prodigies, the very starting line of F1 greatness. This is the foundation where talent is identified, nurtured, and shaped long before they ever touch an F3 car. This is the man who worked side by side with Lawrence Stroll to groom a future F1 driver, and who once locked horns with the great Ayrton Senna in intense, legendary battles that defined an era of motorsport. The foundation of the Mercedes pipeline, specifically nurturing talents like Andrea Kimi Antonelli, has just suffered an irreparable setback at the absolute worst time. This loss represents not just an emotional toll, but a profound structural blow to how Mercedes identifies its talent pool. The institutional knowledge lost here is literally irreplaceable. The specific insights and connections this man possessed are fundamentally critical to the next 5 years of junior development. If you want to stay on top of everything happening in F1, subscribe to the channel right now. We cover the rumors, the breaking news, and the analysis that other channels miss, ensuring you are always informed. The F1 world is mourning the passing of Mike Wilson, a true karting giant and one of the most respected development experts in motorsport, who died at the age of 66. Wilson's death marks the loss of arguably the greatest karting champion to ever transition into a coaching and scouting role. His reputation wasn't just built on anecdote, it was built on unparalleled success in the 1980s. Mike Wilson was a 6-time world champion in the top Formula K category. 6 titles. That level of repeated dominance established him as one of the greatest talents ever to sit in one of the small, sit-on machines that serve as the initial crucible for all single-seater stars. He was the definition of the foundational racer, the ultimate source of knowledge for chassis dynamics, racecraft, and the brutal psychological aspects of wheel-to-wheel combat. The sheer weight of those 6 world championships provided him with a credibility that no university degree or simulator data could ever replicate. He spoke the language of winning at the most basic, most visceral level. But what Wilson revealed about his battles with Ayrton Senna will shock you. During his early career, Wilson was locked in rivalry with the future 3-time F1 world champion. These weren't friendly races. They were intense, career-defining battles. Senna, known for his relentless aggression and commitment, found his equal in Wilson. The British driver didn't back down, forging a reputation for fierce competitiveness. This shared experience in the most physically demanding form of racing eventually forged a deep bond. The rivalry blossomed into a mutual respect between 2 motorsport greats. That ability to go toe-to-toe with a figure of Senna's magnitude and earn his respect is the ultimate testament to Wilson's skill, confirming his status not just as a champion, but as a motorsport legend. He also raced at the top level against icons like 2-time kart champion Alex Zanardi, European Formula 2 champion Corrado Fabi, and Terry Fullerton, proving he was always in elite company. The shocking truth about the Mercedes Junior program's reliance on Wilson stems from his proven track record of finding and polishing rough diamonds. Before he formally joined Mercedes, Wilson had already established himself as the go-to mentor for those looking to buy their way into F1 excellence. In 2009, a mutual contact facilitated a meeting that changed the junior career landscape forever. Lawrence Stroll, the current owner of the Aston Martin F1 team, specifically enlisted Wilson to tutor his young son, Lance Stroll, in mini karting. This wasn't just basic instruction. This was receiving tutelage from the 6-time world champion at the very start of Lance's journey. The fact that the younger Stroll progressed all the way to F1 speaks volumes about the quality and precision of Wilson's foundational coaching methods. He knew exactly what habits to instill from the age of 10. Wilson's coaching portfolio is a testament to the massive impact he had across multiple generations of F1 talent. His list of protégés reads like a who's who of championship contenders. Most notably, two-time F1 world champion Fernando Alonso benefited from Wilson's expert guidance. Imagine receiving foundational advice from a man whose career peaked fighting Senna, and then applying that aggressive, intelligent racecraft years later to dominate F1. And the influence continued directly into the current F1 landscape via Mercedes. Wilson also coached Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the highly touted Mercedes protégé often referred to as the next great hope for the team and a potential successor in the senior squad. Wilson was the common, consistent, expert denominator in the rise of both an established legend in Alonso and the most promising young talent in the Mercedes pipeline. His passing means that crucial first-hand link to foundational excellence is now severed. The timing of this loss is particularly insane for the Mercedes-AMG F1 junior team structure. Wilson officially joined the team only this year, in 2024. He was brought on board specifically to bolster their talent identification process. His dual mandate involved scouting out new karters to potentially sign, expanding the net of talent, and providing personalized, championship-level coaching to their existing stars. He was actively coaching James Anagnostiadis and Kenzo Craigie, who are the team's current existing protégés, within the demanding karting paddock. Wilson's appointment was the implementation of a new strategy to bring back foundational, championship-winning knowledge directly into the junior hierarchy. Mercedes recognized that in the search for the next generational talent, you need a generational coach. The sudden loss means the team loses the architect of that new, crucial system just months after it was fully implemented. This is a controversial situation internally for Mercedes because of the void it creates. Who can possibly step in and replace a six-time world karting champion, who also possesses the deep personal connections and credibility Wilson maintained? His career tied him to Italy for many years, giving him unparalleled insight into the central hub of karting manufacturing and competition. Either side of his role tutoring Lance Stroll, Wilson ran karts and assisted drivers, maintaining crucial contacts and operational knowledge. The connections he held with major karting brands were invaluable. Historically, his name is connected most strongly to Birol, having won 3 world championships on their karts. These relationships are critical for getting Mercedes' young drivers access to the best equipment and the most advanced insights at the entry level. This is institutional capital that cannot be transferred. It's lost. The impact of Mike Wilson's passing extends far beyond just the Mercedes paddock. Every aspiring young driver in the sport and every team looking for the next star understood his importance. He was the measuring stick of coaching quality. His legacy is etched not just in his own 6 titles, but in the success stories of legends like Senna, whom he battled, and world champions like Alonso, whom he coached. The fact that he was working diligently, even at 66, to continue spotting and guiding the next generation underscores his commitment to the sport at its most fundamental level. The motorsport community is mourning the loss of a true pioneer, a man who built a bridge between the small, noisy world of karts and the glamorous, demanding world of Formula One. The challenge now for Mercedes is figuring out how to replace a man who truly was one of one. How do you believe Mercedes can possibly fill the talent scouting void left by the loss of the legendary Mike Wilson? Let us know in the comments below. His legacy, built on 6 world championships and the tutelage of F1 giants, will remain an inspiration for generations.